We are following breaking news here in Manhattan, where New York City mayoral candidate and the city's controller, Brad Lander, was just detained at immigration court. Brad Lander's wife, Meg, posted this video to his account showing him being handcuffed in a federal building. NBC's Julia Ainsley is reporting. Julie, we just came off a conversation about Senator Padilla and his speech on the Senate floor after he was handcuffed. But what happened here?
Well, in this case, the comptroller, Brad Lander, we understand was walking arm in arm with an immigrant who had just had his case dismissed, but ICE was looking to arrest him. This is something I've seen time and time again, where the federal court system might say this person should not be detained, but ICE arrests them again on immigration charges. So in this case, they say that the comptroller, Brad Lander, was in the way, and so they moved to arrest him, or detain him, rather. It's not clear if he's been charged or exactly what has happened. In the meantime, we have reached out to ICE and DHS for comment, and we have not heard back. But this is exactly the kind of conflict and clash that we saw previewed by Tom Homan, the border czar, saying that if local officials get in the way of ICE immigration operations, they will be arrested. And that's exactly what you're seeing here happen in real time, Chris.
But I want to make sure that I understand, because you said you've seen this before. An immigrant goes to court. His case is dismissed, meaning what the judge decides is that he should not be detained. And yet when he's being walked out because the judge has ruled in his favor, there's an arrest because ICE wants to take him into custody in spite of what the judge said?
This is confusing because there are two different systems at play here. So an immigrant can go to federal court where they may have been charged with a federal crime, entering the country illegally. A federal judge, which is part of the judicial branch, will say this person should no longer be in the custody of the U.S. Marshals. Then ICE can arrest them on an administrative immigration crime simply for being in the United States illegally, or really just because they can. Sometimes they're arresting people who have asylum cases still pending, but they're withholding them. This is something that we may see come up in a lawsuit in the future. But right now, time and time again, ICE is going into federal court after a judge says this person cannot be detained by U.S. Marshals, and then ICE detains them because that federal judge is only talking about that they can be in, whether or not they can be in the custody of Bureau of Prisons or U.S. Marshals, not ICE.
Julia Ainsley, thank you so much. Your expertise invaluable here.